you're all well. So today I've got a really exciting video for you. So excited to post this. It is the before and after of our living room. This room was one of the most difficult to get right because it's such a small space, and we've moved things around a couple of times and changed things up, and it's definitely going to change more, so you'll probably see an updated video. So I'll show you the before and after of the room, and then I'll also talk you through the other ways that we've had the furniture and why we changed it around as well, and show you how the room has changed over time too. But I won't keep you waiting, here's the before and after. So yeah, that's our living room, and obviously there's a massive difference between what it was like when we first got the house and what it's like now. I sometimes have to remind myself exactly what the house looked like before, because I get so bogged down with little things that I want to change in the room, then I look at the bigger picture and I'm like, okay, yeah, we've done a lot. I'm really happy with how the living room's turned out, and I think because it's such a small space, it's really difficult to fit in all of the furniture that we really wanted. It makes it really cosy though, which is definitely a plus. So obviously when we first got the house it was totally blank. It really needed so much doing. There was no fireplace, anything like that. The living room was really the place where the builders stored everything. The first thing that I really liked about the house when we came to look at it was obviously the potential of the whole house, but I love the Victorian tiles, and they were covered in plaster and rubbish and stuff and years of dirt. The house used to have a hallway, like a corridor, and that wall had been removed by the previous owner, so it was all open, which is great in terms of just making the room feel bigger and having space to do things, but it meant that there were two levels. The really obvious thing to do was to cover the floor and cover the entire floor and go over the Victorian tiles, but I didn't want to do that. Like, it just broke my heart to think of those tiles that could be beautiful hidden, and they've got a lot of character and they're really unique, and I just didn't want to cover them with you know, wooden flooring or carpets. It felt like such a shame to me to do that. We went for a solid wooden floor. It does have like a slight raised section to it where the wall would have been. Another thing we really wanted to do was add a fireplace, because there wasn't actually anything there, so we needed to get that sorted, and we ended up going for a small wood burning fire. I love the one we got. It's really cute, and it comes in really handy in the winter time when it's cold. It does get really cold up here in Lancashire, so it's definitely welcome in the winter time. I love it. Originally we were going to have shelves built in the little alcove sections, and that was something that I really wanted to do. I wanted floor to ceiling shelves built into the wall. We ended up going to IKEA and buying a cheap Billy bookcase, because we had lots of books and we just couldn't keep them in boxes until we got a joiner to come, and we've left it there ever since. We've actually not ended up getting the fitted shelves because this fits into the space really well. We were quite lucky, and my original idea was to have it there, and then when we got a joiner to come and do the fitted shelves I would use it in my office or somewhere else in the house, but we've left it there and I think it looks nice there. I think it sits really well and it fits the space nicely. It doesn't go all the way to the ceiling, but I think it looks pretty nice there, and it was super cheap. For me in this room the biggest struggle was figuring out where to put things. It is quite tight on space, and it is at the front of the house, and also the front door opens right into the living room because that hallway has been knocked down. So for me the biggest challenge was still making it feel cozy, making it feel private. Because we're at the front of the house, I originally put the sofa facing the fireplace. So you might have seen in my previous videos or any vlogs that I did that the sofa was facing the fireplace, and it kind of acted as a barrier where that wall would have been. So when you're sat on the sofa you have your back to your back to the front door. It sort of made sense. But I don't think it was the best use of space, and it was actually Matt that suggested we move the sofa, and I was really hesitant. I didn't think it was going to work, but I went along with it because Matt lets me do whatever I want in this house really. He's really good in terms of decorating. Matt, you've got this on record, you were right. Yeah, he was totally right. It opened up the space a lot more and made it feel a lot bigger. The sofa itself I absolutely love. It makes the living room, in my opinion, and I'm really fussy with sofas. It's the legs, I'm telling you. I'm really weird about sofa legs. I see so many beautiful sofas and then I look down and they've got these big clumpy legs that are really solid, and they just, for some reason, they make the sofa look a bit dated, in my opinion. I don't know what it is, but I just see so many sofas and I look at the legs and I'm like, no, I don't know what it is. So the sofa that we got is from made.com. I'm a really big fan of Made. There's no piece of furniture on their website that I don't like. Like, some of the things that they have don't fit with my actual decorating theme or the style of the house, but I still love the pieces. The furniture that they sell is of a very high quality but very inexpensive compared to if you were to go to a high street shop. And I had a lot of questions when we first got the sofa. I was Instagramming and I had a lot of questions, but you can actually go to physical locations. They have showrooms that you can go to and sit on the sofas, because I know with the sofa, you know, you do want to test it out and see what you think. The sofa that we've got is the Vittorio 3-seater in pearl grey. It works well with everything else. Like, it's a piece of furniture that is stylish on its own, but it can also stand to have other styles mixed in without looking mismatched. So I'm in love with the sofa and it's so comfortable. When we first got the sofa we had an old coffee table. It was quite square and blocky and I knew we wanted another one. And I ended up getting a coffee table again from made.com, which is the Hooper, I think it's called the Hooper storage coffee table, and we got that in walnut. I love the wood. It's really beautiful, really nice piece of furniture. It creates the illusion of having more space in the room, and it's also rounded, so it just feels, even though it's a big enough piece of furniture, it feels different. I really want to get a chaise for the other side of the room. I don't want to put another sofa. Originally I was going to put a little love seat, but I think it's going to be too big, so I think something like a chaise would be perfect because it's not got any arms and things, so it will just give extra seating when guests come. Right now we have this rocking chair with a faux sheepskin on it from Ikea. At the moment we just have an Ikea rug down, but I'm wanting to get a different rug. I'm not sure whether to go for a black and white one or whether to go for a more warm toned one. Definitely keep you updated as we change things up and do an updated video, but I think that's everything. I'll try and list everything in the video description below, but I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon with another video. Bye guys!